Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be trying to get the elevator traveling badge in Secret Universe. And Secret Universe is a game about collecting badges, unlocking structures so you can get more badges, etc. It's pretty fun. So anyway, what you're going to want us to do first is you're going to want to have the badge that is linked to this. Linked badges mean they are badges that you have to get other badges. Today's link badge is the marathon badge, which can be earned by walking 1,000 steps around the base plate. You need this badge to unlock the elevator. This then begins the magic elevator trials, which once you beat, you get the elevator traveling badge. First floor is pretty easy. To begin, you have to climb this truss to get on top of the elevator, which has a maze inside. Pressing this purple button will make the ball spawn in the maze. Now you have to tilt the maze about by stepping on it to get the ball to touch the green button. This button will then take you to the second floor. There's not really any tips I can give you guys on this first level, apart from just try to tilt the ball where you think it will go through, and be careful because if you step back, the ball could fall off and you'd have to restart. Although, to be honest, it's pretty easy and will take like less than 3 minutes to complete if you do it alright. After making the ball touch the green button, you can go back into the elevator, click the button in the elevator, and go down to the second floor of the trials. Now, the second floor is a little bit more challenging than the first. This floor's whole theme is an obby. Most of the jumps in the obby are pretty easy, although there are certain bits where you have to be pretty careful since the kill bricks are one shot. After the kill bricks, you got some wraparounds, then a pretty small wall to hop over. Then you got a little checkerboard pattern which you have to hop over, which yet again is quite easy to do. And once you hop over the checkerboard, you have to do some more kill brick jumps to get a key. After obtaining the key, you have to walk along this thin stud platform, and once you reach the end you can use the key on the door to press a button, which, as you may think, will allow you to get to the third and final floor of the elevator trials. This is the third and final floor, and listen carefully because it's the hardest one of all. The floor is a sign that says touch the white rectangle once you've made all the shapes black. You may be asking, how do you do that? Well, you have to push the shapes onto the rectangle to make them black. This is much easier said than done and took me around 20 minutes to do due to how tedious it was, and also if you even push one block off the platform, it's unrecoverable. Now, on this third floor, there is another badge you can actually get, and that is the Call of the Void badge, which you get by pushing all of the shapes off of the platform, which as you can see I just got. The overall main strategy for getting the elevator travelling badge and managing to push all of these shapes and turn them black is putting the bigger shapes on first and making sure that every shape only has an edge on the white rectangle. This means it's much easier to fit more shapes on since each shape takes up much less space. For certain longer shapes, be very careful where you place them, or else they might fall off a platform and you might have to restart entirely. If you accidentally nudge a shape, it might turn grey again. However, there are very slow delays for the shapes turning black and back to grey, so your shape doesn't turn back immediately. Don't worry, it's not glitched, it's just a long delay. My last tip is just to be very careful that when you push shapes, they don't accidentally push other shapes off, because this happened a lot to me, and it takes a lot of time putting them back to where they were before. Now, if you followed all the steps, you should have all the shapes just about touching the white rectangle, and they should have all turned black. Once that happens, do what the sign says, and touch the white rectangle yourself. It will make all the shapes disappear. You can go back to the elevator to get the badge. After you go into the elevator, you should be awarded with the elevator travelling badge after pressing the button. And to finish off, you jump off the elevator and go back to spawn. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you want more tutorials on Secret Universe, then just let me know, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.